Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome. Yes, I think it's live. Perfect. I thought there was a problem with the YouTube server. Sometimes it does that to me, but no, we are live, and welcome to the 2039 off-season here in Toronto, episode number 37 of our live stream franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays. We will be moving into our 15th and final season next week, but before we do that, we're moving into the off-season. As the episode is entitled, we are still hungry. We have achieved the three-peat. Finally, we did it. But now, with one season left here in Toronto, do we want to go out as champions? I think we do. We would love to achieve a fourth consecutive World Series title. Yes, we got that third in a row, finally getting that on top of all the World Series that we've already won in this series so far. But if we could get one more to end off with a fourth in a row, that would be best case scenario. At the same time, we're balancing it with the imaginary future of trying to balance this team for the post-data era. We can't just sell everything, go all in on a championship, and let this team fall apart in year 16 onward. We have to imagine that the team would be continuing in year 16 onward in a championship caliber way. So if you're joining after you've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 3-minute mark, and until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in and just taking care of the YouTube side of things. This will just be another moment. We are still hungry. Gavin, good evening, y'all. Who do we think is winning the intense Tyler Myers sweepstakes? That's a tough one. I could see a team like Toronto. What am I saying? I could see a team like Detroit. I could see a team like the Red Wings going after a little bit of something like pre-deadline taste and then seeing how their team reacts to that. I could see, but there's so many teams that could be in the mix for that. Gavin, I'm sorry that what you were telling me about the Olympic jersey, you could always try and look at different locations, or I don't know if you reached out and said they said they're not restocking. I'm glad you're still getting a jersey, absolutely, for winning your contest. I'm sorry, it looks like things are more difficult than they should have been. MLB seems so hard with all the positions. Andre, great question there. You would think that it seems a lot harder, but it really isn't. Players just have different versatilities and what's the word I'm looking for? Capabilities, I suppose, different options for them. So just because a guy is second base doesn't mean that he can't necessarily play shortstop. If you only had one of each, it might not fit exactly. Like in the NHL, you have a left wing center, you have a center right wing. So if your team is strong enough and you have so many good centermen, you don't necessarily have to trade that player. You could use a weaker center on the wing, type of thing like that. It's a lot to think about initially, but it is not so hard once you get into it. I was the exact same when I got into MLB The Show, and now here I am doing series on it. Okay, last little thing here. Let's get this into the Twitter world. There you go. Share. Didn't expect much more from Fanatics. LOL, I'm still going away a few days, but the guy I talked to on their website didn't think they would restock. That is really too bad. I mean, one, I'm glad you get a jersey, but two, I'm glad that shows us for the future. Maybe we need to do a drawing like that earlier on. But still, super happy for you that it was someone who's so involved in the channel that got the jersey. There you go. And I'll put up the comments from the last one, as Cheating Heel had a great comment. And we'll read what he had to say. Moving into our final off-season for the 2039 off-season. Year number 15 is next season. This is our 37th episode. MLB The Show 26 is coming up in March. So we're wrapping up this series, and we'd love to do it with another World Series if possible. We are still hungry and wanting more. We're at the... Actually, we're past the 3-minute mark. I'm sorry about that. We've passed the 3-minute mark. So, let's just quickly recap what happened in the last one. Another World Series here in Toronto. Not just another World Series, but a third consecutive World Series as we beat Houston in 5, Kansas City in 6, and then the Pirates in 5 games to win our third straight title. We would love to make it one more. We've had 5 consecutive 100-plus win seasons. What a team we've constructed here in Toronto. But we are, again, still hungry for more. So, moving into the off-season, we need to free up a little bit of money. JJ Hank's down to an 85 overall now. He is such a machine. We love him. World Series MVP this past season, but we might need to free up that $26.9 million with him. Not only going down an overall, that's whatever. It's more that it's just so crowded in the outfield with Kurt Leon, Raymond Cortez, Justin Dykes, Dylan Zinn, a lot of guys who want to make the MLB. And I like JJ Hanks, who's on the downswing, making $26.9 million, is an easy trade candidate. Same for our closing pitchers. Yes, Porter Rosnoy hasn't hasn't been bad per se. 45 saves, 46 saves, 52 saves. It's hard to find a consistent closing pitcher. He's been our closer for over 4 years and a bit, or was it? I forget if it was a free agent signing or a trade. His numbers have been good, but at the same time, another guy was making $15.2 million. He'll be an expiring free agent after this next year. Wouldn't be a bad idea to think about who else could fill in that position. And for the starting pitchers, of course, that's always an issue with how strong our starting pitching is. So, quick comment here from Cheating Heel, who said, yeah, we definitely need to let some people go. Rosnoy should be gone. John Jackson, relief pitchers, should be gone. We can trade one of our long relief starter pitchers, and we probably need to trade one of Hanks or Churio to make space in a crowded outfield. I would keep Travis Bazzana, even if it would be in a clutch off-the-bench option like we had with Vlad. Yeah, no problem with me. I even got to keep Travis Bazzana and all that he's done in this series. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee for sure. I'd also see if we can get a couple of left-handed pitchers to replace Rosnoy and Jackson. We still have all we need to four-peat. Not sure there's a lot we need to target as acquisitions, but maybe we go after a top free agent if someone drops that makes sense. But I'm more than okay to run it back with most of the team we had. Maybe we look at an infield option with a good bat and crazy speed / base stealing in case we need to make late subs to play small ball. Yeah, that's an idea. So thank you, Cheating Heel. There's really not much you would think that we have to do this offseason, but sometimes things will surprise us. We're first in contact, power, and pitching, 6th in defense, 20th in speed, and we'll see what this offseason has in store for us. So let's get excited, let's buckle in, and leave a like if you haven't already as we get started. So first things first, Julian Iglesias, who could be our closing pitcher, he got brought in here from, where we traded, I forget exactly where we traded for him from, but he was incredible, he was lights out, and he could be our closer. He'll be a free agent, so I wouldn't mind giving him $10 million and trading out the $10 million of John Jackson or the $15 million of Porter Rosnoy. So he's 30, I think 5 years makes sense, he wants 5 years, so we could probably go to 5 years, maybe $55 million would be fair. $11 million per year on a guy like Julian Iglesias. I'd really like to keep him. And worst, maybe even 4 years makes more sense. 4 years, $44 million, so $11 million per year. Let's see what Julian Iglesias says about that. Walker Ferreira has always been a really good relief option for us, so I'd like to keep him again if possible. He's free agent eligible. He's 29. 2 years adds a little bit of interest. Yeah, okay, we could 2 years at $7 million. Or 2 years at $7.2 million on Walker Ferreira. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we know we got to keep him as long as he will stay. 1 year, $710, no problem. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the 39-year-old. Look at all these awards. Look at all of these awards for Vlad Jr. So that'll be that. Now, can we free up some money? Manager, we'll talk about in a moment. Can we free up some money? We know that we want to trade out Porter Rosnoy, as good as he's been. We just don't have the room. And we know that we got to trade out an outfielder. Next year, the outfield will be Churio, Souza, and one of Cortez, Dykes, or Leon as the starters. And then the two that don't make it are on the bench. Maybe even Zinn, maybe even, where is he? Brian Young. So I think J.J. Hanks is the obvious candidate to move out. That's over $42 million that would be traded away. Then for our starting pitchers, Coppola, Cordero, Evers, then 4, 5. Cesar Flores makes 5. Vladimir Cortez becomes an option. And then which of these 23 to 25 or 26-year-olds, 23 to 26, 80 to 81 overall guys would be moved out? Jesse Harris has really low K per 9. Former 6th round pick. Medeiros is more well-rounded. I could see, let's say Jesse Harris is the guy that moves out then, because we can't keep all these guys. Rosnoy, Hanks, and Harris move out. What do we bring back in? You get anybody you want in the MLB, basically, for a package like that. Maybe a really good backup catcher. Pedro Gonzalez wasn't bad at all. In the 9 games that he played, he had a .324 batting average. At first, we're set. At second, we're set. Imasa and then even Bazzana off the bench. At third, we're set. At short, we're set. And then the outfield we just spoke about. So maybe there's a premier lefty if we're also trading John Jackson. Garrett Sainz is a lefty. Willie Hernandez is a lefty. I don't know how Peter Pena is even a lefty. Bo Cortez is a lefty. Russell Schuster's a lefty. Maybe we don't need that lefty as much as we thought. Is there a premier? Is there a team with two? Is there a team with a premier closer that also has a really good relief pitcher that we could take on? A team with a really good closer. So a team like this where you have Jung 27 A72, but also Teddy Balladares, who's 87 A24. Those are some good numbers. Okay, Teddy. Teddy really stands out. And they even have Jermaine Covington. That could be, this is the guy right here, Teddy Balladares. Let's take out Jesse Harris. We'll use Harris and What's his name in another trade? Rosnoy and Hanks for Teddy Balladares. I think that's the trade. I don't want to sit here all day looking at ideas. I think that fits exactly what we need. And we free up $42 million right there. All right, let's do it. Porter and JJ, thank you for your service here in Toronto. If there's a position on MLB The Show that's similar to a goalie in EA NHL, it's probably your closing pitcher. That we had him consistently as our closer for 4 years speaks a lot. And yeah, never got to be reliever of the year, but a 3 or 4 time All-Star with the Blue Jays. Always those 40-plus saves. That's awesome, but time to move on from him, I think. And JJ Hanks, what a story for him. Former first-round pick in 2025. Started his career in Washington. We picked him up in 2032. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Parts of 7 seasons as a Blue Jay. A 2-time All-Star, a World Series MVP. Thank you for your service, JJ Hanks. Off to the Chicago White Sox, and we say thank you very much. From here, we said we could also trade out Jesse Harris and John Jackson for up another $10 million right here. So now our relief pitching is Balladares, Cortez, Iglesias, Sainz, Baisley, Hernandez. We still have a lot. We don't need to trade for any more. John Jackson getting traded out is a good thing. Another catcher to add competition is an idea. First base, second base. Maybe a third base, just a prospect. Third base prospect. Excuse me, hiccups are coming. 22B64. No, they have too many players in the organization. Someone who's young. Could go to player search if we have to. 42. Cabrian Hayes. 42-year-old Cabrian Hayes. What? That's crazy. 21D. 21B. And they have too many players in the organization. Yeah, I'll go to player search then. For Harris and Jackson. Alright. Player search. Third baseman with potential of, say, 82 plus potential. And current overall max. I want a guy who's in the MLB already. And then let's also do age. 22. Who's this guy? Walter Kuo. Walter. Actually, we have Walter. I was about to say that's a familiar name. We have Walter. Who else is out here? Augustine Feliz, but I don't want to trade with the Orioles, really. Okay, let's go by potential then. Highest potential. Danny Mars and Jason Gold. 5'7", who has really better fielding start. Jason Gold, better fielding out of the gate. All right, let's try to see if we can do this for Jason Gold from the Brewers. We'll give you Jesse Harris. Just that's good enough. But I'll also give you John Jackson. Then what can I take back from you? What else do you have in your system to throw me? I could take an 18B50, Joel Cosmo. 18B55. You have better than that? 22A60. 19B60, center fielder, Tim Brown. Good speed. Yeah, let's do that. All right, Milwaukee, thank you. Jesse Harris and John Jackson. John Jackson, what a story. A former 4th-round pick of ours. We got him in the 4th round. He ended up being an 89 overall guy who appeared in 494 games as a Blue Jay, 44 wins, 12 saves, 17 blown, a career ERA of 3.3, a whip of 1.17. He was okay. Cumulative wins above replacement of 11.4, 10.32 Ks per 9. They really went down over the years, it looks like. There you go. All right, thank you, John Jackson. And was he ever? No awards ever. All right, big trade there with the Brewers. Thank you very much. We free up a ton of money, and that's all we want to do to start off the off-season. Thank you, thank you. Okay, from here we can look at our staff. What was our guy's name again? Let's just look at... Actually, no, that's not going to work. What was his name again? What was his name? Stephen Vogt, that's crazy. Babe Gutierrez. Already passed him. What was this guy's name? Woodward Power Drag Bunting, meh. Plate Discipline. Rivera, was it Rivera? I don't think so. No, 0 World Series titles will tell you. No. Okay, let's just hire whoever we want to hire then. Whoever has the best numbers for us. Power, drag bunting, stamina, speed. Play discipline. No, no negatives, no negatives, no negatives. Walks per 9, stamina, power, blocking. Decent. Plate vision, plate discipline, break, blocking. No. Let's go to just take this guy then. Chris Woodward. Losing MLB record, but +3 power and speed is worth that. The other stuff doesn't really matter. That's a lot of money, though. This guy wants a lot of money. We'll send him the offer and see what he says. Next, hitting coach. -3 bunting if he's the hitting coach. Let's see what else. Drag bunting, power, contact, clutch. Thomas Yokoyama. Plate vision, drag bunting, clutch, power. Hold on. Drag bunting, clutch, plate vision, power, clutch, contact, power. Yeah, let's just go for this guy. I really want him, so let's try and get him. And finally, the pitching coach. Walks per 9, control, hits per 9, and break. Clutch, walks, yes, Howie Shepard. Let's get him on board. All right, advance a couple days here. There's that big trade that we just made. Yes, thank you, thank you. Chris Woodward's on board. That's all we got. Still waiting on the hitting coach and the pitching coach. And these guys contract offered. Can I tender 1 year, $26 million? No, I'm not going to tender a qualifying offer. Same thing for Vlad. All right, advance again. Yo, what? To the Angels? What a ridiculous joke. Sent him so much money. Oh, pitching coach. This guy's still number 1. Yeah, Howie, sign that contract, man. Hitting coach, hitting coach. Those per 9s were exactly what we wanted. Clutch, discipline, bunting, contact. Puncher, no. Where's the power? No. Contact, clutch, bunting, and vision. Contact, bunching. No. Power, bunting, clutch. Don't want to spend all day on this. The +2 clutch. Let's go for that. +2 clutch. All right, here we go. Free agency. Howie Shepard's on board. Rob Carlos is on board. All right, free agency time. So salary arbitration, tender contracts, and of course, there's Homer Lamb. Homer Lamb, what a name. Rookie of the Year, All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove, Silver Slugger. Homer Lamb. Up and down seasons, though. No one in free agency who jumps out like crazy at me right away, but let's first... Whoa. Let me take care of these things first. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Arbitration. So Miguel Cordero. Let's try and keep him under arbitration as long as we can, of course. 1 year, $23 million works for me. But if you don't want to do it, arbitration, I will give you $18 million. No, I'll give 18.5. Okay. Maldonado, let's go to 14.5. And if you don't want it, your arbitration, I will send you $10 million. So don't be greedy. And finally, Junior Sosea, what a guy. Junior Sosea batting 299 in his career. 299. Junior Sosea. Yeah, $3 million for sure, man. Who do you think you are? I'll give you 3.5 even. And your arbitration will be 2.8. So respect me. There you go. Next, tender contracts. Teddy Baladares, easy renewals. Yes. Just renew as much as we can. Nice. These are high overall guys. Usually the renewals aren't always so many high overall guys. But a lot of them haven't played in the MLB yet. Yeah. Justin Dykes, good. Willie Hernandez, good. Huey Monreal, yes, he's whatever, 80-some overall now. Lonnie Sparks. Medeiros, these are high overall guys. We'll see who takes the opportunity and runs with it when it comes to spring training. Brian Young, Matt Pineda. Here in our final off-season, moving into our 15th and final season. Next episode, that will be where we conclude our 15-season series with the Blue Jays. Getting ready for MLB The Show 26 coming out in March. Edgar Bruno, good old Edgar Bruno. Edward Huerta. Lance Harris, one of the legends of this series, yes. Down, there you go. Wally Gillespie. I mean, do we have to let go of any of these guys? Do we have so many players in the system? I don't know. I mean, I can always... Yeah, we'll just make trades. I'm not going to worry about that now. Everybody gets renewed. We already did some 2-for-1s and all that. Didn't we traded out 4 and brought back 3? Is that what it was? At the start of this episode? All the renewables, always the easy ones. That's great. How many more? Okay. Sadly, always the longest part of the episode, the off-season episode. But we save a lot of money doing this. Back to the top here. There we go. NHL hockey back tonight, huh? I forgot about that. I have to set my lineups in my fantasy leagues. But NHL hockey is back tonight. Tough to go from McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini to whatever McMahon. I saw a tweet, McMahon, Domi, Matthews. But that's NHL. Tyler Myers sweepstakes hopefully coming to an end soon. That big Sam Girard trade was crazy for the Penguins the other day as well. Crazy. It's not like they're like the Avalanche are in a tough cap situation, but did they have to? Were they that up against the wall and teams knew it that they have to give up a second-round pick to trade a second pair defenseman? Am I being generous to Sam Girard? I don't think so. I wouldn't like when you say top 4. Okay, is he top 4 or is he like could be top pair or is he more second? Okay, second pair. When you say top 4, he's a guy playing in your top 4. Not like a top 6 forward who could play first or second line and really he's a third liner or something. Okay. Done. Whew. Still tons of money in the budget. Tender contracts. That. Select the 40-man roster. Anyone who's Rule 5 eligible. Yeah, Huey Monreal, we'd want to keep him. He'd get taken for sure. Anyone else? Huerta would get taken for sure. 2 guys there. Let's wait for a little bit. The Rule 5 draft's still in a little while. 3 weeks or so. And yeah. I don't think we're going to send any offers in free agency just yet. Let's just advance a week. The Twins want to offer us a trade. Who's this? 22A74 Darryl Whitman in exchange for 22B67 Alex Connor. I like that speed. I don't really need a relief pitcher. That's a very fair trade. Fair trade, thanks for the offer, but just not super interested. All right, everyone's accepting. Good. 1 guy accepted their contract in arbitration there. But what would we really need, right? What would this team really need? Nothing. That backup catcher maybe is a question mark. And we said that maybe a bat off the bench. Catchers. Could there be a backup catcher that stands out performance-wise? 291 average, Freddie Reed. Freddie, he was with the Yankees. Pineda, no, he's too good. Thomas Nunez, no. Freddie Reed is interesting. Francisco Barreto. Walker Yannick. No, maybe Reed. Let's put him on the priority thing and see what happens. There. And even we said a bat in the infield. Let me see. A guy who's like second, third, short, all those things. Who's a super sub versatility with speed? Like 3. No. Here like a Christian Campbell but with the speed. Do we have Christian Campbell at one point? No. Someone like that, but with speed. Who's this? Jonah Hanks, not JJ Hanks. Amador. I wish you could sort by different attributes. If we looked in player search, would it show us, even though they're free agents? Probably, right? Is there a guy with a primary third? Let's just say that. Primary third. A guy who has 75 contact against lefties and righties. And who has, let's say, speed of 80. Anybody exist? No. One guy with lower speed. Welbin Francisca is the one guy who has those contact numbers and decent speed. But 86 overall, no. Okay, so let's bring the contact down to 70. Speed up to 70 as well. Same thing. Okay, that's for third base. How about for second base? That was a lot. And shortstop, there's a lot there as well. Okay, so let's go back to raising our demands here. Contact 75, 75, speed 80, nobody. 75, okay. And second base, no, these guys are too good. That's okay. So contact down to 70. Get the speed where it is. Nobody, shortstop. Okay, so free agent Russell McCray, but he's an 87 overall, but he's also 34. Hasn't had good numbers at all. That's really odd. Doesn't have good numbers at all. But a Russell McCray at 34 might be interested in a one-year contract. Hasn't excelled in Baltimore. And no one who's a free agent there, huh? No. Again, if we just bring down contact 65, 65, still speed 75. No. Anyone else is a free agent? No. Only Russell McCray. No, they all have contracts. He is eligible at third as well. Okay, we could think about just even if he's interested. Let's start with that, right? Russell McCray. Angel Janot. Maybe he's an idea too. McCray and Janot. Who's this guy? Michael Arroyo. 69 speed, low contact. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's do that. Just might not be interested in any of them, right? Mackenzie, good evening, Data. Long time no see. Yes, Mackenzie, long time no see in a chat in a stream. Very true. Good evening and welcome, my friend. Glad you could join in. And cheating heel, vision and discipline, probably why he has low batting average. True. Does that mean we're not interested? Let's just give it a week. Glad you could join Mackenzie and cheating heel. Okay, let's see. Any interest over here? 34, 61, 34. Yeah, not so much from these guys. Russell McCray. Discipline and all that. I mean, off the bench with that speed could be a good idea. What's his clutch? 57? Meh. Depends on what you would want. We have the money. The 40-man, we have till November 20th. That's 4 more days. All right, let's finish this off here. Rule 5 eligible. Who else is Rule 5 eligible? Irving McGraw. If we lose him, would it be the end of the world? See potential, but 79. Rosario could be in the MLB. Wouldn't want to lose him. Who else? Maybe just McGraw then, because I think he'd get taken. That brings us to 36. Jason Morey. If we can get him for 1 year, might as well. Okay, fair enough. Stroner, I have 88 players. If we lose one, we'll be in the world. And we have spots in the 40-man, so why not? Okay. Vincent, huh? Okay. That's 30. I'll leave it there, 39. We'll leave these guys eligible for the Rule 5 draft then. Okay. Advancing. Derek Coppola going to the Phillies. Mark Mitre going to the Rays. Julian Iglesias. What? What happened to Julian Iglesias? I thought we had him. Hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened to Julian Iglesias? Hold on. Let me go back and... Did I miss something here? When I looked at free agent offers that we had sent out? Hold on. I'm going to have to go trade for him then. It said we had no pending offers. Unless it's a different Iglesias? No, where's Iglesias? What happened to the offer that we had sent him? Wasn't he under arbitration or something? But we got Cordero signed on. We got Maldonado signed on. What happened? And Iglesias went where? The Rays. Yeah, no chance. No chance. That doesn't... What? And he's in the first year of a contract, can't be traded before June 15th. Oh my goodness. What? How can we fix this? What's my workaround here? Is there an autosave that I can exit out for? What's my workaround here? I was planning on Julian Iglesias being here. Now we have Balladares, Corte. He was going to be our closer even, possibly. Reload, I guess. Then I have to redo all those contracts? At least we know what we have to do. Franchise, let me see here. Oh my goodness. But we gave him the offer. Okay. Oh man. I mean, there's not a lot of people watching here. What did I offer him? 4 years at $44 million? Did he reject it? Well, we never said it got rejected or anything. It was 4 years at 44. Okay, here's 4 years at 48. We can't lose. He's our closer. Ferro today, 1 year, 7.2. And Vlad, 1 year, 7.10. Staff. Now we can get our staff that we want, maybe. Woodward, we said... Whatever. Here, take 3 years at 25 million. Okay, we're going to fly through this. It's not going to be long. We're going to fly through this. Hitting coach, we wanted Yakai... What's his name? Yokoyama? Here, 3 years, 6 million. No, here, take 6.3. And I just lost like 4 viewers. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. And who was the... Howie Shepard. Can't lose him, he's in our closing pitcher. Yokoyama there. Everyone accepts now. Good. They're all accept. Okay. Free agency. Go ahead and add... Why is it locked? Hold on. I have to do this first. Now this is the only thing that's going to take long. After this, we're going to fly. Oh my goodness. I wish I could sing a song or something, but no, what can I do? Copyright? There's nothing I can do. What can I do right now? Just gotta fly through this menu. Bear with me. Bear with me. Do something. You can do a little task in your house. Take out the garbage. Just, you know, do a little dusting. Do something here. We'll be done in just a sec. And then we'll redo those 3 trades as well. We already know what we want to do for the trades. May as well redo them right now, actually. Let's redo those trades. It was Hanks and Rosnoy to the White Sox for Teddy. That was the trade there, right? Let me make sure. Hanks and Rosnoy. Hanks and Rosnoy. Yes. Okay, the White Sox. And that other trade was Harris and who was it? John Jackson. For who? That was to the Brewers, right? Brewers. And that was for... Hold on. The third baseman, right? Jason Gold, yes. We also got Tim Brown. Is that what it was? Yes. Okay. Done. Okay. Now we have the space to make all those offers we want to make. Then we gotta just go through this. Put that to live. Oh, man. I don't know what happened with Iglesias. Did he just reject our offer and then we didn't get notified that he rejected it? I didn't know we were competing with anybody else. Just went straight to free agency. Hopefully we'll get him signed this time. Maybe I'll save right after renewing all these contracts. I'll save the file. But we should be more notified. I'm glad you know what other teams are offering and you know how much interest there is versus your offer. That's great. But I have to keep checking every day. It's easy to forget. Like as we just saw. Okay, almost done. Thanks everybody. So next week will be our final Blue Jays episode as we go through the season and the postseason, fingers crossed, for year number 15. Maybe we could do some sort of wrap-up in the Discord server, but our last live stream episode of the Blue Jays will be next week as we try to achieve the 4-peat. And even if we don't, that's okay, but we're definitely going to try to go out on top. Almost done. Okay. Last few. Thanks everybody. This was frustrating, but thank you. Alright, now let's save the file. Go. Done. Oh. Trade accepted, trade accepted, done. Alright, so now select the 40-man, yes, make sure we know who is on that. Add him to the 40-man, add him to the 40-man. Rosero, add him to the 40-man. Who's on that? 37. 40-man. 40-man, that's 39. Vincent Ha. That's 40. Alright, great. Whew. Arbitration. These guys we know. This was 1 year, 23 million, I think. Something like that. 1 year, 23 million. I won't offer arbitration if we know that if they're gonna take it. 1 year, 15 million. In 1 year, this was 6 point something. No, 3.8 was it? Yeah. 1 year, or no, we'll go 3.6. All right, that's done. That's done. Blue Jays pending offers. Did the guy accept? We don't know yet. There, Iglesias, finally. Ah. Okay. Now free agency. We said we want to think about Reed, as well as McRae and Janelle. And Positional needs. Catcher. Shortstop. Left and right. Great. Whew, that was something. Advance a week. Thank you. Done. All right. What's the interest? Same as last time? Derek Coppola? No, same as what we saw before. 53. So the interest is different now. Okay. Interesting. Terrence Coe going to the Cardinals. Pineda going to the Cubs. Lamb going to the Phillies. $40.5 million per year. 12 years, $486.1 million for Homer Lamb. Whew. Okay, Freddie Reed, so. Janelle, maybe not as much. Let's focus on McRae for now. We'll focus on McRae for now. Put another week here. 40-man is decided. Yes, that's fine. Chip Clark. That's what they're telling me. Blockbuster trade. All right. Okay, arbitration we don't need to do. They all signed. Contract signed. Good. Free agency. So McRae is 64% interested. Okay. Freddie Reed. Do we bother signing Freddie Reed or do we roll with Pedro Gonzalez? I'd say probably roll with Gonzalez. But Freddie Reed is interested. Former Yankee. Russell McRae. If I give you 1 year, like 20-some million, we still have 40 million in our budget. Okay. Let's try and do another week on McRae. Finnegan to the Phillies. Mietzke to the Pirates. Now or never. Now or never. Just for fun. 1 year, 10 million. But we're not going to get him. 1 year, 10 million just to see. No, going to the Orioles. 2 years, 13 million. Yeah, I just wanted to see what he got offered to. That's not an offer that I was willing to give for a backup catcher. We have other guys in our system as well. All right, I'll focus now on, if anyone, Russell McRae. We can go another week. Why not? Yes. Free agency. Nick Kurtz, no thank you. 82% interested. Yeah, he is going to be definitely very interested. Let's go 1 year, 19 million on Russell McRae to be a guy on the bench. 87 overall, 34-year-old, going to play off the bench. No awards in his career. He has the speed. That's where he's going to come in for. Let's see it. Russell McRae, what do you think, buddy? Russell McRae. No dice. That offers on ice. Up the ante with some heat, and I'll sign tout de suite. Tout de suite. What kind of they tried to fit as many things they could fit into a sentence. No dice, 1. That offers on ice. 2. Up the ante. 3. With some heat. 4. And I'll sign tout de suite. 5 little phrases in 2 sentences. Okay, draft lottery time. As the Mariners, Yankees, and was it Diamondbacks at the bottom? Why does it take so long? I don't know. Mariners stay number 1. That's rare. Marlins jump 5. Diamondbacks drop 1. Red Sox jump 9 spots. All right. Back to Russell McRae again, I suppose. Come on. Now 91% interested. How much more interested could I get, man? 1 year, 19.6 million. 95% interested. Come on, man. Contract decision. Welcome to the team. No need to feel blue today because blue's my color. I'm signing north of the border. Russell McRae, welcome to Toronto. 1 year, 19 million. 87 overall, infielder with speed who will come off the bench. 34 years of age and wanting to have another one last chance maybe at a World Series. 40-man. I'm going to take off Maury. Or Gonzalez, the catcher. 2376C. Maybe a team will take him. Good luck, man. Off the 40-man. Rule 5 draft. Let's see. Any of our guys going? Doesn't look like it. I don't think any of our guys went. Don't think so. All right. Free agency day. Arbitration. So we're good to go. Let's start submitting to the arbitration hearings. No. Sutton Beal, 4 years, $35.6 million to the Astros. No. Derek Coppola going to the Astros. Another big name to the Astros. Wow. All right. Adam Rankin. Keep on going. Keep on going. Yeah, most guys are out of there now anyways. Renewable contracts. And to spring training. Here we go. All right, so here at the beginning of spring training now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let the computer do what it wants to create some lineups and whatnot, as always. And then from there, yeah, scouting's auto as well. From there, we'll make decisions into spring training. Okay, also we can do contract extensions. Robbie Coppola, now he's free agent eligible. So now Robbie Coppola needs his big deal. He would get his, I don't know, he's 26. We could probably be 8 years. So 8 years, Robbie Coppola. We're setting the Blue Jays up for their future. We're past the GM data era. Can we get him down to $36 million per year? 8 years at $288 million. Robbie Coppola, salary's too low. 8 years, $291 million. No, he wants 37.7. We'll try 37 then. 8 years, $296 million. Still wants more. 8 years, $300 million. Still, it needs the exact 37.7, right? There you go. 8 years at $301.2 million. Robbie Coppola still says no. There you go. Now it's exactly. Fantastic. Robbie Coppola, a Blue Jay long-term. Miguel Cordero still in arbitration. I doubt he would do, yeah, 31.3. Great. Okay. Johnny Evers, I don't know how much money this team will have. Johnny Evers wants... No, that's not going to work. Bazana, that's tough. Churio, he'll be 33. No, younger guys we could do right away, but mostly everyone else, not so much. Year 20, no, he wants exactly 20.5, right? 1 year, 20.5. Patrick Souza. 14.6. Garrett Signs. What else can we sign here? 4.3. Want security. Not going to get it. Bo Cortez. That's 780. Yes, sir. We'll probably keep it like that. And we'll sign the rest. Actually, Cesar Flores, I'd like to get him signed on. 20.2. 0.1, no, but 20 point. There you go. How's our budget look for next season now? Budget, yeah, most guys are signed on. Most of the big boys. Yeah. Okay. Now let the computer do what it wants for the lineups as we go through the beginning of spring training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 to start spring training. Marky Massa, big role for him this season. 448, Roger Gomez Phelps, good. Patrick Souza batting 136, very uncharacteristic. Same for Bazana, same for Churio. Cortez, yikes. But I'll let the computer keep doing what it wants for now. Pitching looks good. Johnny Evers struggling a little bit in his one outing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We're 9 and 6. From here, I will take control. Our rotation. Coppola, he's a machine. Let's bring in Cortez for some starts. Let's bring in Huey Monreal for some starts. Who else? We'll keep the other guys in there. Those guys will never get chances to pitch. Too many pitchers. And for the lineup, Michael Coffey, good. Let's see some of the guys we don't see as much from. So Junior Sosea, first base. DH, hold on. Let's see. Gomez Phelps. Let's put... Who's... Huerta. Huerta might want a chance here. Brian Young in left field. Kurt Leon in right field. And center field. Who's the other outfielder? Justin Dykes. Let's see these guys. If any of them can fight for a spot. At second base, let's try Imasa as the second baseman. That's what I want. And the DH can be... maybe Rosario. Catcher, let's get Gonzalez in there. Lance Harris batting .615. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, Cortez should probably be DHing. We want all those outfielders fighting for a spot. Okay. Against righties, I'll let it be like that. Against lefties, I'll let the game keep doing it so some of our better guys can still get some at-bats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dykes strained tricep. Keep him active. 15 and 10. Last game of spring training. How are we looking here? Cortez, so-so. Monreal, not that great. Evers, better. Maldonado, good. Flores, so-so. All right. Good. And for the bats, Coffee, great. Imasa, yes. Sosea, yes. Eduardo Huerta, looking good. Gonzalez, yes. Brian Young batting 185. Cortez, 288. Leon, 286. And why Bazanik? Oh, because of Dykes being out, who was batting 289. Okay. So last game of spring training now. Last game of spring training. Let's give it to, let's give it to Cortez. Bazana out. Let's give a game to Souza. McRae hasn't played at all. Okay. Let's give Coffee a break. Leon's cold, but I need him to keep playing. And at DH, let's try Rosario. Actually, yeah, because then in center field, we'll put Cortez. Lonnie Sparks didn't get a lot of time, actually, either. Okay, Lonnie Sparks can go play. And at second, actually, Sparks can play second. At short, we can keep... What did I just take out? McRae. Alright, let's play ball and see what happens. First inning, 2 runs Pirates. Second inning, third inning... Wow, 8-run inning for the Blue Jays. Woo-hoo. Home run McRae, home run Cortez, yes. Strikeout, solo home run, we can fly through this a little bit. We have a nice 8-run cushion. There you go, Cortez, push. He's tired, I'm giving one more mistake. Ground out, pinch hitter, strikeout, pinch hitter, single. No, you earned one more. Earned one more, single. All right, Cortez, you're done. Well, good efforts there. Irving McGraw, ground out, good. All right, bottom of the 8th, here we go. Gonzalez, let's keep him in. Defensive substitutions. He walks, nice. Brian Young, he's not going to make the team. Let's try somebody else in here. Patrick Souza's been cold. Let's give him an at-bat. Double play, awesome. Rosario, 3 for 3. 4 for 4, Roberto Rosario. Currently on grounds out. All right. Pitching change, let's see. Someone who struggled a little bit. Willie Hernandez, he struggled a bit last season, right? Yeah, Willie Hernandez did struggle. Willie Hernandez, give me a good inning here, man. 2 innings I want to see. Ground out, line out, ground out. Good. Cortez, keep it in. Ground out, fly out, ground out, fly out, pinch hitter, ground out. Blue Jays win 9-3. Rosario 4 for 4 with 3 RBI. What a game from him. And there is spring training. So now we got to decide who makes it, who doesn't. So, Coffee, yes. Imase, yes. Sosea, yes. Huerta, I would like to. Gonzalez, yes. Dykes, yes. Cortez, yes. Leon, yes. Yeah, everyone's yes. Yes, 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 everybody. Who are the cuts? Rosario made a good case for himself to stay. Gillespie out. Harris out, sadly. Estrada out. Young out. Sparks out. Okay, let's take care of the easy ones first then. MLB. Vincent Ha, he's 30, still hasn't played in the MLB. I'd love to give Vincent Ha a chance, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Jason Morey, AAA. Wally Gillespie, AAA. He'll go through waivers. Lance Harris will go through waivers. Edgar Bruno, he was alright. He's had MLB, no he hasn't. He was alright, but AAA waivers again. McGraw, AAA. Brian Young, AAA. Devin Nguyen. He was good, too. Can we put him down? Yes, he has an option. Okay, that's good. Lonnie Sparks. That gets us down to 31. Huey's got to go. Yeah, Huey wasn't good. Medeiros. It's a tough one. All right, that gets us down to 30. 4 more to cut. Yeah, definitely some bats that we'd have to cut here for sure. We can't keep all these bats. Rosario was outstanding. but we can't keep him right now. We have Ashton and Sosea already. Rosario had an outstanding 14 at-bats, but we can't do it. That's really too bad, but he'll get his chance in the future. Okay, who else? So Gomez Phelps is your starting third baseman. Yastrzemski's your catcher. Ashton's at first. Imasa is DH because Bazana is there. DH. Shortstop, DH, first, third, catcher. Justin Dykes, bat 289. Cortez, bat 289. Leon, 302. But really, Souza starts in left. Churio has the speed. Yeah, he'll go in center field. Right field, probably Leon. So then your bench guys are Cortez and Dykes for the outfield. So Seiya, McRae, I'd want to keep everybody. Eduardo Huerta. He was good, but there's no space. Eduardo. AAA, 2 more to cut. That could be it for the bats. Pitching rotation. Coppola, Cordero, Evers, yeah, there, Maldonado there. Everyone go back over here. Everybody go back over here. Vincent Ha has to go, I guess. Too bad. Okay. 1 more to cut, and it's probably Medeiros then. Johan Medeiros. He looked good. Loved the stash as well. Medeiros has got to go then. AAA. Alright, so that leaves us with a pitching rotation like this. Cortez in long relief. Willie Hernandez has great stamina. He's a lefty. So Willie Hernandez can be our lefty in long relief. In mid relief, Signs, Baisley, and Balladares? Yeah, probably like that. Unless we put Willie Hernandez into mid relief, because we need 1 more there. Only 1 setup, is that enough? Bo Cortez, he's a rookie, is he? And Iglesias, I think, will start the season as our closer. I'll go from there. Yeah, they didn't get a lot of chances to pitch, though. Okay. There's the rotation to start the year. There's the pitching, there's the batting. Alright, Coffee, Imasa, Ashton, yes. Yastrzemski, Churio, Leon, Bazana can probably go 5. Right, left, left, right, left, right, switch, right, right, right. No, let's try and put... Swap Churio with Leon then. Right, right, switch, right, right, left. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Then against lefties... Let's let it be like that to start the year. Okay, we'll see if anyone gets claimed off waivers. Spring training comes to an end. Sim to regular season. Let's see. Nobody getting claimed on waivers. Amazing. Great news. No one gets claimed on waivers. So I'll go and fix the MLB and AAA after this, once we wrap up the episode. Let's end off this episode with the season opener against the LA Dodgers, hosting them, the three-peat champs. And look at our numbers right here. First in contact, first in power, first in pitching, 4th in defense, 4th in speed. Picking up, what's his name? The guy in the McRae. Really helped out for the speed. So let's kick off the season. Year number 15. We'll play just this game to call it an episode. Year 15 starts now, and the road to the 4-peat as well. The Dodgers, who went 81-81 last year, we're hosting them at Rogers Center, raising another banner here in Toronto. Robbie Coppola on the mound, and here's our team ready to rock and roll. Let's do it and play ball. Robbie Coppola, the reigning Cy Young winner. Leadoff double for the Dodgers. Double, single, strikeout, sac fly, single, walk. Come on, Robbie. 2 RBI single and ground out. Horrible first inning, 3 runs on 4 hits. Fly out Coffee, Imasa singles, sac bunt from Ashton, and a fly out. Ground out, pop up, strikeout. Bazana walk, Souza double play, Leon ground out. Line out, solo home run, Glenn, fly out, single, fly out. Churio walk. Caught stealing. Ground out, fly out. Horrible start here for the Blue Jays. Single, fielder's choice, double play, great. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Goodness. Fly out, double. Strikeout, fly out. All right, being out hit 8-1. We have 1 hit through 4 innings. Bazana grounds out. Souza strikes out. Leon grounds out. Fly out, ground out, single, runner thrown out. Oof, thank goodness. 10 hits that he's given up, Coppola. Ground out, single. Who's this guy? I simmed through it. Ground out, single, come on, finish it off, stolen base, sack, bunt, ground out. Who is this guy, Ortiz, 87 overall? Strikeout, ground out, ground out. We have 2 hits. Coppola gives up 4 runs on 11 hits over 7 innings, striking out 3. That's it for you, buddy. Let's go to Darrell Baisley. Solo home run, Darrell Baisley. Thank you, Darrell Baisley, for your incompetence. Strikeout, ground out, ground out. Bottom of the 8th. Ground out, fly out, ground out. We're gonna get a complete game shutout against us. Come on now, strikeout, strikeout, walk, single. Cortez, give me the last out here, man. Strikeout, thank you. Down by 5. Error gets Churio on base. Stolen base. All right, we need something, some sort of miracle here. Fly out, walk. Can we get a run, please? Kai Ashton, King Kai flies out. Complete game shutout of the reigning three-peat champs. Not the way we wanted to start the season, but that's how the season has started, and we'll go from there. Next episode, continuing on in our year. The last 2 seasons, World Series seasons, we had horrible starts. Like, we were 500 through 20, 25, 30 games, yet we won the World Series the last 2 years. So that does it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here. Not too long of a stream. Yeah, just over an hour. Not too long of a stream. We got it done. Good off season. We are still hungry. You have to remember that. And now we got to make sure that we're at our best moving into our 15th and final season of the GM Data era. Join us next week. We'll be live again on next Wednesday evening. What is that? March the 4th, I believe. We'll be live again next Wednesday evening with the continuation and the finale of our Blue Jays series. So thanks for being here. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell to be notified of all of our live streams. We're live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We'll see you for the Boston Bruins franchise mode on Friday evening. And until then, I wish you a wonderful evening and rest of your week ahead. Thanks for being here, and let's go Blue Jays.